In 2003, LEGO was months away from bankruptcy, and to fix the problem, they used Millennials. I know, it sounds absurd. The generation known for killing industries was somehow the key to saving a 70-year-old toy company, but that's exactly what happened. Their desperate attempt to chase after video games and action figures had failed spectacularly. The company was losing $1 million per day. Traditional wisdom said they should focus on kids and compete with PlayStation and Xbox. Instead, they made a bold bet on the most unlikely customers: nostalgic adults willing to spend hundreds on plastic bricks. Today, LEGO is worth more than Nike, with profits that make them the world's most valuable toy company. Of course, the fascinating part isn't just that adults are buying toys. It's how LEGO engineered this transformation by breaking every rule in the marketing playbook. Most companies try to expand their market by making products cheaper and more accessible. LEGO did the opposite. They've turned plastic bricks into luxury items that adults proudly display in their homes. This strategy seems to defy logic, but once you understand the psychological machine driving it, you'll see why it works so brilliantly. Let me show you the 6 counterintuitive principles that turned LEGO's near-death experience into their greatest strength. First, let's talk about LEGO's most expensive set ever, the ultimate collector's Millennium Falcon. At $800, it's not just a toy. It's more expensive than the latest smartphones, and yet it sells out within hours every time it's restocked. But here is what's really interesting. This wasn't always LEGO's strategy. In fact, it's the exact opposite of what they tried in 2003. Back then, LEGO was desperately chasing trends. They launched action figures to compete with Hasbro. They made video games to fight PlayStation. They even created their own versions of Pokemon cards. The result? A financial disaster that nearly bankrupted the whole company. But then, they discovered something surprising in their customer base. They were adults, specifically millennials, who grew up with LEGO in the 90s. This insight led to a complete strategic overhaul. Instead of competing with video games on price and flash, LEGO would do something radical. They would go upmarket. The Millennium Falcon is a centerpiece of a carefully engineered experience that keeps millennials coming back for more. And that experience starts with something powerful: nostalgia. Most companies get nostalgia marketing wrong. They simply repackage old products and hope memories will sell them. LEGO did something much smarter. Instead of just recreating sets from the 90s, they designed products that let millennials fulfill the dreams they couldn't achieve as kids. Remember that basic LEGO castle you had growing up? Today's castle sets have working drawbridges, hidden passages, and details that would make a Victorian child go into a coma. This isn't just nostalgia. It's nostalgia 2.0. LEGO understood that millennials don't want to relive their childhood exactly as it was. They want to experience it the way they imagined it could be. And the numbers prove this strategy works. 63% of LEGO's growth comes from adult buyers. Their adult welcome product line saw a 386% increase in sales since 2019, but LEGO knew that nostalgia alone isn't enough. They needed to make it socially acceptable for adults to buy toys. And they did even more. They made it prestigious. By collaborating with luxury brands like Adidas and high-end properties like Architecture Series, they've repositioned LEGO from a toy to a sophisticated hobby. It's not just playing anymore, it's collecting and modeling. Take their recent Titanic set. At $679, it's not marketed as a toy ship. It's a 9,090-piece engineering marvel that splits into sections to reveal internal details. The product description reads more like a museum piece than a plaything. But perhaps the most brilliant part of LEGO's strategy was realizing that nostalgia could be a gateway to something bigger. They weren't just selling memories. They were building an entirely new kind of entertainment empire. In 2014, LEGO did something that seemed crazy. they released a movie that was essentially a 90-minute commercial. Industry experts predicted it would flop. After all, who wants to watch an advertisement? The Lego movie made over $468 million. Of course, the box office numbers is just one part of the story. It was how the movie transformed Lego's entire business model. Instead of just selling toys based on other companies' stories like Star Wars or Harry Potter, Lego became a storytelling powerhouse in its own right. Let's break down why it was revolutionary. Before 2014, Lego paid huge licensing fees to use other brands. They were dependent on movie release schedules, and their products were seen as a merchandise, not a centerpiece. Apart from the movie, Lego started building more and more content formats. Video games that consistently outsell major releases, TV shows that run on multiple platforms, books, comics, theme parks, even a streaming service. Each piece of content does something crucial. It makes Lego sets feel like portals into another universe. When you buy a Lego set today, you're not just getting a bunch of plastic bricks. You're getting a piece of a story you can actively participate in. Let me tell you, the numbers are staggering. Lego video games have sold over 100 million copies. Their YouTube channel has over 19 million subscribers. The mobile game Lego Brawls has been downloaded more than 10 million times. This entertainment empire solved the problem that had plagued Lego for years: how to keep customers engaged between purchases. Now, even when you're not building, you're still in the Lego universe. And that universe was about to expand in an unexpected direction, thanks to a group of fans who would transform Lego from a product into a movement. Meet Alice Finch, a millennial who spent 12 months of building a Lego Hogwarts castle using 400,000 bricks. And in a true millennial fashion, she documented every step on social media, created YouTube tutorials, and built an entire personal brand around Lego creativity. This reflects a quintessentially millennial transformation, turning hobbies into side hustles and personal brands. While baby boomers might have built Lego in private, millennials share their builds on Instagram, create monetized YouTube channels about Lego, sell custom instructions on Etsy, and build professional portfolios as Lego artists. There is an entire underground world of adult Lego builders doing things the company never imagined. Art installations. They're creating architectural masterpieces, engineering marvels, and art installations that sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, most companies would see this as a problem. After all, these aren't official Lego products. But Lego saw an opportunity to do something revolutionary. Instead of shutting down those creators, they launched Lego Ideas, a platform where fans can submit designs. If a design gets 10,000 votes, Lego considers producing it. The creator gets 1% of the sales. Also, they created Bricklink, a marketplace for buying and selling individual Lego pieces, which now processes over $100 million in transactions annually. Plus, they established Lego Certified Professionals, an elite program for the world's top builders. And the fans' response was mind-blowing. Fan-designed sets like the NASA Apollo Saturn V became bestsellers. The secondary market for Lego is now worth over $1 billion, and some rare Lego pieces sell for more per gram than gold. But probably the most brilliant part about that is that Lego turned their most passionate customers into unpaid research and development, marketing, and sales teams. Every viral Lego creation, every YouTube building tutorial, every Instagram post of a completed set, it's all free marketing. But there's one more layer about this community that took Lego into territory no one expected: therapy. Studies show that 59% of millennials report feeling burned out at work. 46% struggle with doom scrolling, and a lot of them feel guilty about taking time to relax. And Lego, kind of unintentionally, positioned itself as the perfect antidote to millennial burnout culture. They became a digital detox that doesn't feel like work, a socially acceptable form of play for a generation shamed for not growing up, and a way to practice mindfulness without the stigma of traditional therapy. While other companies marketed meditation apps and adult coloring books, Lego offered something uniquely appealing to the millennial. And it wasn't a gimmick. Research from the University of Copenhagen found that building with Lego reduces anxiety and improves mental focus more effectively than traditional stress relief activities like coloring books or meditation apps. Lego didn't plan this, but once they noticed, they completely reimagined their marketing. Before, sets were labeled ages 9 to 14 with instructions focused on speed and marketing that emphasized focus and play. After, where instructions became meditative experiences and marketing highlighted stress relief and mindfulness. They even redesigned their packaging. Adult sets now come in sleek black boxes that look more like premium whiskey than toys. The instruction manuals open with messages like time to unwind and build to relax. The timing was perfect. Lego therapy became a trending search term and mental health professionals started stocking sets in their offices. But here is where Lego's strategy gets really clever. They didn't just market to stressed adults. They created products specifically designed for therapeutic benefits, like their botanical collection, with no time pressure, suiting natural elements, and focus on the building process over the final product. Lego had accidentally stumbled upon a fundamental truth about their millennial customers. They weren't just buying toys. They were buying permission to slow down, to focus on one thing, to feel like a kid again. And that discovery led to Lego's most powerful innovation yet. You see, playing with toys isn't the first thing coming to your mind in typical adult social settings. But not Lego. Many CEOs proudly display Lego sets in their offices, interior design magazines feature Lego architecture in luxury homes, and Instagram influencers their Lego and wine nights. Those plastic bricks have become a status symbol. Lego engineered a complete cultural transformation. They didn't just make it acceptable for adults to play with toys. They made it aspirational. Right now, Lego is used by Fortune 500 companies that pay thousands for Lego-based workshops in which participants use Lego bricks to build models that represent their ideas, thoughts, and reflections. They even infiltrated high culture with museums now hosting Lego art exhibitions and architects using Lego for preliminary design. And finally, Lego turned their product into a multi-generational bridge. Parents aren't just buying sets for themselves, they're creating family traditions. A typical scenario usually looks like this. Parents buy a 500 Lego set for the kids. Family spends weekends building together. Both adults and children get hooked, and Lego gets lifetime customers across generations. And now Lego is leveraging this success to tackle their biggest challenge yet. In 2021, Lego made an announcement that seemed impossible. All their bricks will be made from sustainable materials. For a company that produces 100,000 tons of plastic annually, this is like promising to turn lead into gold. But it's absolutely crucial for them as well. Millennials are one of the most environmentally conscious consumers in history, and they're facing a dilemma. They love Lego, they hate plastic waste, and their kids are inheriting a planet in crisis. Lego's response to it was, again, a masterpiece. They made a $400 million investment in sustainability research. They're not just changing materials, reinventing their entire production model. Their new models use plant-based materials and recyclable packaging. They also have implemented a circular economy with brick recycling programs. Now, sustainability becomes a part of the building experience with Lego. Parents feel better about buying more sets, and the brand starts to align with millennial values. So, what we can learn from Lego's transformation. They didn't sell products. They sold experiences that tapped into millennial nostalgia, created a premium adult product, built a passionate community, offered stress relief, became a lifestyle brand, and finally aligned with generational values. The result? A company that turned its biggest crisis into its greatest strength by understanding one simple truth. Sometimes, the best way to grow up is to remember how to play. You know what other app millennials adore? Notion. Here is how they used millennial love to grow to fame.